Okay, guys. Now, when I do my chicken, this is what I do. I like crispy skin, and if you don't like the skin, don't eat it. When I do this, I start skin side down. When I flip it, okay, I put it up on the next wrap up here. See? This is only what I do. You cook your chicken any way you want. But I find when I do this, the chicken is real moist and juicy. So anyways, this is where it's going to cook for the rest of the time. I might turn it one more time, and maybe not. More than likely, no. Now, all I do is, it like bakes, it's like an oven. So I'm going to shut it, and it runs about 400 degrees. And now I'll let that go, and I'll bring my vegetables out and put it on the grill, start cooking. Okay, so we're going to do our marinade. All right, what I do is garlic. I'm going to do a double batch of my marinade because I have a lot of things I'm going to use the same marinade for. Okay, so I got some garlic. I have, well, actually I have four or five cloves here, which is, I mean, if I was only going to do a single batch, it'd be just a couple cloves. Okay, so I'm going to just get my garlic in here. This marinade is so easy, and you can put it on anything. And you can put anything in it that you want. Okay, so I put my garlic in. I need lemon juice. Okay, I'm going to put a tablespoon of lemon juice. That's it. Okay, I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I put 3 in, okay? And then I'm putting this 20-year-old balsamic vinegar in. And I'm gonna put the same amount. 3, look how thick that stuff is, 2 and 3, okay? Little salt and pepper. Little pepper, little salt, okay? And that's it. So we're going to stir this up. My sister hates this. I know she's going to yell at me. But I'm going to go get my my basting brush. Okay, so what I do is I take this marinade and I marinate the mushrooms. Just throw the marinade right on there, okay? Just like this. Get the garlic in there and everything. Okay, now, if you've never had these, they're kind of tricky. I let them cook for a while. You know, if you like them firm, maybe 6-7 minutes on each side. But if you like them soggy, like my sister, it'll probably take about 20 minutes. Not per side, maybe 10 minutes per side with her. But see, I had to make double of the marinade, so I'd have enough to put that on there. Okay, and I need this for my Brussels sprouts, which I'm going to put in right now. These are raw, and I have a steamer. I got them already boiling the water. Okay, so I'm just going to throw them in there, and I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes, because my sister said, Karen, I boil mine for 10 minutes. Well, that's why I guess she comes up here and eats instead of eating at her own house. But that's beside the point. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes, and we're going to go check our chicken. As you notice, I haven't moved my chicken. I flip it once, and then I put it up on top. I keep an eye on it, because it starts getting brown, then I'll turn it again. The reason why is the more you flip it, the more dry it gets, okay? So I'm going to put my marinated Brussels sprouts on, okay? I'm going to put my cabbage steaks on. I'm going to put them on upside down because I marinated the one side, and now I have to marinate the other side. Okay? This one won't hold together too well because it doesn't have a stem. Alright? Then what happens is I marinate it, and that's the balsamic oil, garlic, salt and pepper. Okay, so we're going to just marinate this. And it's got, oh man, these are really good if you like cabbage. And like I said, you have to cook it the way you want it cooked. Alright? So I do all the sides. Now I'm going to hit this again. This one here. Once I'm all done with these, I'm going to top this with a Parmesan cheese. Okay? Alright, now here's my portobello. Usually I'd wait a few minutes until they're almost done and do these, but I'm going to do them real quick right now. So, now I already marinated these, so I'm going to put them down flat. Down like that. Okay? I'm going to throw a little of that marinade on there. Just like this. Real simple. Okay? Then we're going to shut it up. Let the grill go to work. That's it. Got to put one more ingredient in, and it's the most important ingredient in it, is the basil. It's some fresh basil. And you know what? If you don't have fresh basil, use the dry basil. You just might have to let it set for a while so it gets softened up and it brings out the flavor. But there's no right way of doing this, no wrong way of doing it. I just sit here and chop away. I get big pieces, little pieces. Like I said, I'm not no professional cook. I just cook to make it taste good. Okay? So anyways, I'm going to finish this up, add it to my bruschetta, and then I'll meet you guys back out at the grill. Alright, so I flipped the cabbage steaks over. Now I flipped my portobello. Now I'm gonna throw my bruschetta on there. Okay? You pile it as high as you want. I usually pile a little high because I lose some of it. Okay? And look at all that basil on there. So we're gonna put that on there like this. These are one of my sister's favorites right here. Put that basil on there. Now you could stuff this with anything you want. You want just cheese? Put cheese on it. We just prefer the tomatoes in that. Okay, so all that's left to do is to put the mozzarella on. But we're going to close this and let this steam and warm up a little bit. Then we'll put the cheese on. All right, we'll check these while we're at it. These are nice and sweet, those right there. When that starts to caramelize, they get real sugary. All right. Anyways, I topped this with the mozzarella. Now I'm going to let it melt and be ready to eat it. And everything else will be done. Okay, everything's off the grill, guys. So now what we do is we just put a little Parmesan. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the correction, Jane. Mm-hmm. Anyways, you put a little of that on there while it's still hot so it melts right in. And you're done. Now the portobellos are done, ready to come off. Okay, now I have to go get them. Okay, guys, now we're taking our portobellos off on my handy dandy paper plate. Look at that, Jane. See that? Okay, so we're going to go like this. Now, if you look at it, check that out. When you cut into that, you're going to find out that's a good portobello. Okay, guys, that's it. Hey, if you like this, share and like my page. Okay, I'm on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you.